What is going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much in joining me in another video. I am very excited for the project that we are going to be tackling today. These are the projects that really make me the happiest guy ever because this vehicle needs a lot of love. So let me show you guys how this vehicle looks. As you guys saw, this vehicle is definitely in need of a lot of help. So I'm very excited to have the opportunity to clean this Ford Explorer up. One major issue that we have in this vehicle is we have mold in the vehicle. So we have that issue to attack on top of the detail itself. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I clean or how we transform this hammered interior to, hopefully, I cross my fingers, to a very nice condition. So we got a lot of work to do. Let's get started. And we are blessed. Always remember that. You're blessed on a Monday. But anyways, let's start this video with product choices. What am I going with today? We are going with the Walmart disposable towels, because these are gonna get trashed once we're done. We're going with the Rag Company Air Blaster Plus that has some rinseless on it. The only thing I'm gonna be switching off, since I pretty much threw away my other Vortex air tools, is we are putting the regular cone on it, so that I can get some good spinning cleaning power. For our drill brushes, we are going with a couple different ones because you never know how many different styles. But when I work with Explorers, I love to have different styles. So we have the medium bristle, we have this cone shaped for a lot of the edges, and we have our toilet bowl brush, which these are gonna come in handy today, especially for all the pet hair that we have. For the pet hair, we have the For Real Pro 2 that I have been using a lot, and I enjoy it for a lot of pet hair. And we have the Anilan. Check that one out with my Serranos logo. We have that one as well. And when working with a lot of pet hair, to be honest, drill brushing, blowing, vacuuming is gonna be your best friend. For our products today, we're gonna be going with Koshkemi Polestar, which is going to be our cleaner today. Should I need something stronger, I do have Green Star as well on standby just in case. And man, these bugs are out here are killing me, so shout out to the customer for giving me some bug off to keep these mosquitoes off of me. For our mold removal prevention cleanup, we're going with Flex VioBreak as our pre-spray. And we are going with Flex Ice. This is our neutralizer that's gonna go in our extractor. We're also using the Chief Steamer. We're using a lot of steam in this project because that is all gonna be key to making sure that we clean this vehicle. And as well, as always, you need a mask so you can breathe. Now, this vehicle is not in a like a hazardous or hazard state yet. The mold is very minimal. Some say use a mask, some say don't, but we'll definitely see that once we start cleaning it up. So, oh, as well, you're gonna need some gloves because that is key. So that is what I am using on today's project. So take notes and let's have some fun. So phase one of this project is I'm gonna start blowing everything out, getting under the crevices in between the seats. We're using this one here because it's gonna blast out majority of the big item that's kind of in between the seats. And then what you'll see me do is you'll probably see me switch over to this one strictly for the blowing and start loosening up a lot of like the fibers. And on camera, you guys probably can see this very well, and hopefully I get a better shot here in a little bit. But a question I get asked a lot is, Carlos, how do you clean all these stubborn like back seats where a lot of the pet hair kind of grabs? So I'm gonna be very honest, having latex or rubber, I don't know what kind of gloves these are, but what I like to do first is massage my hand, create some heat, if that makes sense, with your glove, right? And then what I'll do is I'll come back with the For Real Pro 2, because what your glove is doing, it's also it's working kind of like a pet hair removal tool. The glove, the material is lifting off a lot of the fibers, right? After I do that, I love grabbing my drill brush with the toilet bowl attachment, and I will go in a forward pace first. The drill brush, all you want to do is just kind of agitate the fibers. And then what I'll do is I'll hit it in reverse. And what you're doing here is you're pretty much resetting the carpet back, but it's also releasing a lot of those pet hairs that's kind of embedded into the material really well. And then obviously we'll use the For Real Pro 2 to kind of vacuum. And you're gonna see a before on how the seats look, and an after, so you can kind of get an idea of the results you can get by just using this method. And then lastly, I just kind of blow it off, and which also helps with just releasing a lot of the fibers. Now, when dealing with a vehicle like this, in this scenario with a lot of pet hair, your main goal, in my opinion, is get this vehicle vacuumed as best as you can. Put in all the work now so that when it's time to do the extraction, this is all going to be a breeze. So for me, I like to put in the work now, trying to get all this pet hair and all of this pretty much removed to the best of my ability, so that when I come and start doing the like pre-spray and all of this, a lot of the majority of this hair won't be just, there won't be a lot. So I like to put my time in first on the vacuuming phase, getting all this pet hair lifted, getting all this carpet kind of agitated really well, so that towards the end, when I start the extraction, I kind of have less pet hair to deal with. Some people will tend to start on the plastics and stuff. It's all preference, right? But if you ask me, my main goal is, let's get this carpet prepared, get this carpet looking ready. Right now, I switched over to the corner drill brush to really get in the edges of this carpet. So that's what we got going on. And you might be wondering, where's your mask? The odor isn't too strong. I'll probably put the mask on when I start doing the steaming around the mold area. But as of right now, the odor is not strong. Pretty much the mold has been kind of just sitting, but it's not fresh. So usually when the mold is fresh, in my opinion, is when you can smell it. I'm noticing I'm getting a better flow of removal using the aniline pet hair. So that's what I'm starting off with first. And I'm using it pretty much like in rotation with the small, large, medium, and then small to really push all of this pet hair down. And then this one's kind of old already, so. But with the large teeth, we are getting all of the buildup kind of out. pushing it kind of towards the edge, right? And then what I'm doing is I'm going over to my medium side, and it's getting more into the fibers. If you can tell, I just got on the top because I'm so short. So we're going with the medium to start pulling more of the pet hair that's embedded. One of the reasons you're also charging what you're charging is because the process, right? And we'll talk about pricing. You'll be very surprised on this one, on the cost. This aniline is so old. So, and it's just massaging this into different ways to where your pet hair is just coming off. So, and as you can see, hopefully, look at all this. And then now we are down to the fine. And kind of what I'm doing is it's kind of like scraping. I'm kind of using this corner edge to really get into the fibers, and then I'm kind of pushing it down as I'm doing that. Now, this customer kind of dog sits, so will this vehicle stay without a lot of this pet hair? It will be very, very tough. She had some, I think she put seat covers on it, but as you can see, the pet hair really got all around there. And one of the reasons I actually like the aniline is for the edges, like around these plastics. That corner, man, helps tremendously. And this is a project that it's not going to be rushed, right? The last thing you want to do is rush your quality. So let's per se you had another scheduled appointment, you might want to reconsider contacting the customer really, really quick and letting them know that, hey, you might be arriving a bit later than usual. So all right, guys, we are to the mold area, and so far we're making progress, right? Pretty much at this point, you're about to see a clip really quick of kind of how I did a pre-treatment on the mold. And what I did is I used Coach Chemi Green Star, and then I sprayed the area, and then I came back with the steamer and pretty much steamed this whole area really good. Took my time on it, and then we agitated it, and then we removed it, right? Now we're to the extraction phase. So what I'm about to do now is we're gonna spray. This is Flex Bio Break, and we are pre-treating this carpet really good because we are to the extraction. So Flex Bio Break all around this area. And while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rear seat. That way this can already start working. And now what I'll do is I'll grab my my drill, and now we are drill brushing this whole carpet really, really good. And the reason I'm not wearing a mask is because once I cleaned it, we're good. The odor is pretty much gone, and plus I use a lot of chemical on there, so it really brings out the removes a lot of that strong odor. So we got that done. So now we're gonna get our vacuum, and we're gonna do we're gonna vacuum this carpet to remove a lot of the majority of the big stuff that came off from the drill brush. And then I'll come back with my orange crevice nozzle, and then I will do my extraction. But right now I'm just kind of cleaning up this carpet, getting all under the sea really good. I'm really excited to see what the customer says once I finish. Crossing my fingers that they like it, because this thing was in some really rough shape. And this is the area that I'm vacuuming right now, is where the mold was. So I want to make sure that I take my time kind of fully removing a lot of the water off of here. And also what I'm doing with this vacuuming face is I'm lifting up as well as the pet hair. This orange crevice nozzle, you can find it on Amazon. I'll put the link to it. It's my most favorite nozzle when I'm vacuuming. Alright. We've gone ahead and removed majority of the buildup. Now we grab our extractor with our heating element on, and we are extracting this carpet. And I don't know if the camera will catch it, but there is a lot out. Now we are attacking the mold area with the steam. By using high heat, you are truly sanitizing this area here. Obviously, it's recommended more than 200 degrees for at least a minute in those areas. So that's exactly what I'm doing with my extractor. Is I'm just working this extractor with heat slowly, and just letting all this heat really remove a lot of that buildup. That's one of the benefits of having an extractor with heat, is because you can really heat up these areas and clean them really well. Now we're kind of attacking the bottom side of these seats. And I like to use the nozzle, the extractor side. I like to put it on these rails because it fits perfectly, and then you can kind of clean out the metal in those areas. So that is how I kind of clean up the mold, and this carpet looks so much better. I'm really impressed with myself today. One minor issue, I ran out of gas. I literally looked over it this morning and it looked fine, but I guess maybe it was just the way the truck maybe was parked that it looked like I had gas. So we're going rinseless. What we're using today is, we have the Drive Auto Appearance rinseless wash, and I love rinseless washing for scenarios like today. And how we're doing it is I spray it and then I bring the towel up, and then same thing, I always work a pattern up to remove all the grime. Now some of you guys probably are gonna ding me about my rinseless method on how I do this. Again, I don't do enough rinseless. So I'm always using a pressure washer. So once I finish with the rinseless, kind of doing that, I'm using some Shine Supply, and then I'm just pretty much blending in this product just to give it a nice protection. And rinseless washing it's a really good method. Honestly, I don't use it a lot, and I'm not gonna sit here like I do rinseless all the time, but it works in a pinch, like right now. It works. So I'm gonna do a rinseless on this whole vehicle. Next up, we're gonna do the glass. I can't believe it. We are at, I think at hour 4 on this vehicle. Overall, I calculated about, I think 5 hours on this project. So that's what I calculated, was about 5 hours. But again, rinseless is a great method in a bind. In a pinch, I will grab my rinseless. Very easy, very effective, because this vehicle will literally look like I just washed it. Let's talk about pricing, because I know a lot of you guys love the pricing part. For the pricing on this vehicle, this one was quoted at 400. The initial quote was 400. I made a very minor mistake on this one, but not really. Because I didn't ask for pictures of how the vehicle looked. And once I arrived, this thing was a bit more damaged than what I thought. To where I'm a detailer, where if I give you a price, that's the price. I'm not going to make the price go up. For honestly, that was my mistake. That was something I should have done prior. I think now that I have a dog, I can kind of relate to a lot of the customers. But long story, I ended up charging 500 for this project because of the mold, which wasn't much. This one should have been a little bit more on the price range, but due to obviously my minor mistake, and as well, I believe she fosters dogs and sits, she's a dog sitter and all of this. As a dog owner, I can relate, you know, and now that I see my Corolla how it is every day, I can relate even more. All right, we are to the cleaning the wheel and the tires, and this is just a way on how I do it. You can use like your dedicated wheel cleaners and all of that. For me, when I'm doing a rinseless, the rinseless has cleaning agents in it, right? So what I like to do is spray my tire, my wheel, and then I'll grab my brush. Look at that sudsiness. And then I'll agitate my wheel, right? This is a soft bristle brush. You can agitate your wheels if you want. I'm gonna come back with my fingers anyways and agitate it with my fingers. Okay, once I hit it, I'll come back and just kind of give it another rinse like that, just to kind of remove a lot of the grime. And again, you don't have to do it like this. This is just my way. And then I'll start with the wheels, getting my Putting my fingers all in here really good, cleaning every corner, every area. And when you use the towel with your finger, you're able to really get in between, you know, in between these areas here. Really good. And that's kind of why I have enjoyed. Okay. And then once I finish my wheel, what I'll do is I'll just grab this towel. Usually it's one towel per wheel, so we're not, you know, getting more dirt in there. And then what I'll do is I'll grab my towel and wipe the tire down, get all the, and that is how I clean this wheel. Then I'll come back with my tire dressing and it's gonna look beautiful. Ave Maria, I don't know the rest.
I know. I didn't even get to see it all the way.
I know, but check it out. Hopefully it looks good.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, it looks amazing.
Let's check this backside real quick.
Oh, it looks so clean.
Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It looks like I just bought a brand new car.
Yes, I put the mats back here. The only thing that was bothering me was a little bit on the backside.
I need new ones anyway.
I think there was a lot of traffic in here.
Yeah.
So a lot of that pet hair was pretty much like stuck on there.
Yeah,
but from how it looked, I think
oh no, I think
this is that part that I was kind of like,
yeah,
it was
no,
irritating me.
It's
but other than that,
I had like a plastic liner, but I took it
yeah,
out
the light
and never put it back.
Yeah, and just check this side out real quick.
Awesome, 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 awesome.
And the front, and then the keys, I should put them. I think I put them in the glove box over there.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, fabulous.
All right.
Let me grab the phone.
No worries. Just go inside and you can send me the payment in there. Don't worry.
How do you want me to send it to you?
If you have Zelle, just send it through Zelle.
Okay,
I'll send you all the information. I'll follow up with you in 2 days to make sure everything turned out good and dried up nicely.
Perfect.
If anything at that point we need to take care of, I'll gladly take care of it, okay?
Fabulous.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Sorry it took so long.
Oh, well, that's okay. Sorry you had to be out here.
You're fine.
Wait for me.
Take care. Oh my God. All right guys, this project is finally done. We started this project at 9:30. I think it's 4 p.m. right now. So maybe like 6 hours and a half, I think. This one was a project. The size, the condition, and all of that definitely needed more of my attention. Overall, I think it definitely came out pretty good. The products that were used obviously were Flex BioBrake as our pre-spray, Flex Ice in our extractor. For the agitation on the plastics, we use Coach Chemi Polestar. We use the Coach Chemi for the steaming process. And for the conditioning, we use Drive Auto Appearance Lux Cockpit Conditioner out of the gun. What else? On the exterior, obviously, we did a rinseless wash method, as you guys saw. Very effective. It cleaned nicely. Obviously, left some protection behind on both the paint and the tires and the wheels. For the tire dressing, it was from Drive Auto Appearance High Gloss, I believe it's called. But, Carlos, how does the interior look? Well, let me show you kind of how it turned out. And the interior turned out really, really well to my expectations. At one point, my OCD was kind of kicking in as far as trying to get the carpet good. Sometimes as a detailer, you have to know when to stop, right? again, the outcome of a lot of our interiors are based on the condition that it's in, right? Sometimes it doesn't matter how much you keep scrubbing, how much you keep agitating, how much you're trying to get that pet hair, especially the pet hair. The only area that I wasn't pleased with, but again, I think it's where a lot of the traffic goes through, is the backside, like really just the trunk part. The material is so thin that all the pet hairs were in there, but it definitely looks a whole lot better. But as for me, like, that was an area that was bothering me, but it definitely turned out well after a couple more, you know, just process. But I'm happy with the outcome, you know. So thank you guys so much for tuning in on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am beat, and it looks like it's getting cloudy. Maybe another storm is gonna roam through. So as always, God bless you guys, and thank you so much for always supporting my channel.